Hello, 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 it's Drizzly. We're playing Super Auto Pets. Let's give it a go. I have just recently consumed 2 entire shredded chicken tacos made via an air fryer, which is a tool that I have and rarely use, although I have been getting more into food prep recently. We will be some fragile baguettes. Some very weak baguettes. We are bread, but not a great bread. We're kind of soft. Honestly, we're kind of doughy. You probably should have left us in a little longer. Everyone who eats this is probably going to be pretty freaking peeved. Oh my gosh, you know what? You know what is like one of the worst examples of like things that you should do if you have a business or a grocery store or someone who works for like a corporate situation? I used to work, let's say, at an unnamed grocery store chain famous across America. And it felt like monthly, like every time one ended, I feel like another one started. They would give us a new goal that was like, you have to sell this many chocolate-covered strawberries, or you have to sell this many cookies in the next month while we're doing this push. And pushes are obviously horrendous, because when you're working the cash register, everyone individually, when they walk up, you have to be like, would you like some cookies? And then have your entire secret stash of like 15 boxes of cookies hidden behind like your register on the ground. I'd be like, cookies? These magic Girl Scouts that I pulled out of my butt, I guess. And you hate asking because nobody wants any cookies. I don't think anyone has ever changed their mind once they got to the register because I lifted some out of nowhere. Like maybe if we left them in front of the register and I said nothing, every once in a while someone would take one. The problem is that they would give us quotas and then they would heavy push the quotas, so everyone had to drive super hard all the time. But if we didn't meet the quota, the director of the store that I worked at would just give us like a bunch of money at the end of like the period and say, pretend somebody bought the rest of it so that we can meet the quota. Literally handed us like a $40 bill at like midnight. And he's like, I just bought like 15 loaves of bread or however much these bread loaves cost and now we hit our quota. Which obviously is a horrendous idea and absolutely the worst in terms of quotas. Because now corporate or whatever thinks that, oh, it's extremely reasonable for us to sell this many loaves of bread within 3 weeks, because look how many we sold. When actually it's only the people working there who don't have to like, he didn't even like give the bread to other people. He wasn't like, hey, I bought 40, everyone take one home. He was just like, here's $40. And I guess we're gonna throw away the loaves. Like, it is the least genuine, most like inflation you can cause for like a whole project. Maybe we should run some animals that are different than what we normally do, because what we normally do often results in a loss. Is there something cool with the elephant? Somebody, this guy, I guess. Yeah, you know what? With 2 elephants? With 2 elephants? With dose elephants upon my squad in the back? It's pretty intimidating, to say the least. But yeah, so it's actually horrendous. Oh, even worse though. At one point around Valentine's Day, the food we were pushing was like strawberries, like chocolate-covered strawberries, of which we made 1 billion of them. And at one point, the director of the store literally came up to me and he was like, hey, I think we have too many registers open right now. Can you go stand next to all of these strawberries that are sitting on a table directly in front of the doors and ask people if they would like them? Translation: can you go be like a Girl Scout? And me being an introverted person who doesn't like talking to strangers very much, which I can get away with on like casual talk with like at a register or something, but requesting for me to go stand at the front of the store in front of the doors and just ask people if they wanted cookies was like literally my worst nightmare. Actually the worst thing in existence. So luckily what I did, right, is that like Floral has a bunch of ribbons, and apparently somebody at one point was putting some like flower ribbons that just had like hearts and pink ones and stuff on the boxes for Valentine's Day of cookies. So I was like, you know what, rather than talk to people, I am just going to stand here and cut ribbons and put a ribbon on every single box. And then I'm going to leave. Because honestly, at that point, I was close to leaving that store anyway because I was getting the heckles into a new location. So I was like, honestly, this job is whatever. At this point, I kind of refused to ask some random people if they would like a box of chocolate. And it was really expensive too. It was like 6 strawberries in a box. It was like $10. Unlike my guy, you could literally go make your own. Like, obviously it's a bit of trouble because you have to, like, melt chocolate and stuff, but literally just go make your own instead of making me stand in front of here and sell this to these crap people. Okay. I do want him because we do at least have 2 levels. And you know what? I think that you're probably better than a swan, but I love me a swan. You guys are getting scaled, son. So goose, I guess? This is temporary, so it doesn't matter who gets it. No, a camel! I clicked the button way too fast. Oh, hello! What a gentleman, you came back to see me, you know I was sad. Okay, so we can reevaluate, right? You can get out. I like you least. And then this, and then this, and then this. We're boosting the penguin. Does that make sense? Well, who's to say, I guess, really? Oh, well, I mean, yeah. I guess with all the added buffs, it would definitely be cool if we could switch someone out, you know, the ant. Honestly, the ant... No, that's the worst thing to hit once. Come on. I don't see a bright future. Our camel has no attack. There goes that whole squad, and they have a strong chickpea. A chickadee in the back with power. Kind of my own fault. Kind of my team's fault. I wouldn't want to blame too hard, but mostly my team's fault. We have 2 scalers. This guy isn't even a scaler, he's a fake scaler. We have 1 fake scaler and 1 actual scaler. Should I switch someone out with a dolphin? I mean, you can get switched for you so that you actually do something, and you can get switched for you so that you actually do something. Tier 4s? I refuse, okay. I refuse. No. No. Lollipop? And no. Okay, you can get there. So we're boosting a dolphin. Our elephant, which I was really hoping would level up super faster than it currently is, still not strong enough to do anything. The enemy stats are definitely spiraling a little faster than one would hope. Oof. Oof, my dude, is all I can really say right now. Oof, my dude. Oh, wow. Thank you. I don't know what to say. A scorpion? This is kind of cool. This is a little funny. You have to admit it's like a little redonkulous. So that's like +2/+2. To one guy? Oh, that was our only level 2. God, this is the most useless. They say, here's a level for this unit that's a piece of crap. And I say, oh my god, thank you. A level. And then I sell the guy and then it's like, ho ho ho, we tricked you. Hon hon hon, I'm a baguette. I hate it when games do that. When they become a baguette Frenchman and trick you into selling your only unit that did anything. Egg! Oh, thank god. That egg spooked me. Only on Halloween and playing Super Auto Pets can you say that egg spooked me. Kids be out here throwing crap at my door. I would like some scaling, which would come in the way of levels, actually. Yes. Followed by... yes. I want you a lot more than I want a camel, but I can't get rid of the camel unless it's for someone who's good with the elephant because I'm committed. But nobody else is good with him, I guess. Is a really stinky camel. I guess we could replace our scorpion, but we just got the scorpion. He's kind of a jive, you know, like he's a whole plan. It's fine if he gets sniped, because then at least the dolphin gets it, which is, like, not too bad. At the very least, our dragonfly is boosting 2 people now, so that's kind of cool. How about you get your... what's this man? This, like, striped beaver out of my face? Oof. 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 All the oofs. The oofs all around. Okay, 1 health. We can work with that. We can work with a singular health. I can't sell you because you're the only one who does anything, unless I do this. Unless I say, you know what, we're giving up on you, we're pivoting, and maybe the elephant leaves later too, but for right now, we're just committing to this. Level 2, Scorpion? No. I refuse. Simply and honestly. I don't like to lie, I'm not a very good liar. And by that I mean I'm a fucking excellent liar, but you can't tell when I'm lying, so I could say I'm a horrible liar and you trust me. Acting skills. That's the kind of shit you get when you go through, like 2.5 years of high school level theater club. And you do primarily costume design. Okay. Not the coolest. Could be better. Could be better when and how, you ask, Risley? Risley, when and how could it be better? Right here and right now. Easily, with this magnificent squad of a 2-3. I don't like you guys, actually, so mostly just a 2-3, which, honestly, snipes, boom, that's a dead moth right there. And another 2-3. Actually, though, with the addition of that egg, this can get some kills. Let us be some vague knights. You can see them in a distance, there seems to be a lot of them, but as they approach slowly, you're like, I thought that was some shining armor, but actually I think it's like a big mass of tiny baby elephants. And then they trample you to death either way, and you're like, dang, I guess it really was the knight. Oh, a draw. Ooh, I thought it was a win. Okay, continuing. Going back the heck up. A possum. Yes. A moth. Yes, but actually not as cool as my tone of voice made it seem like it was. An ant. Acceptable. You can get in the back. And a bee could be cool. Seahorses, I don't know how much order matters right now. At this very moment, unless they have an elephant, I would say it matters almost not at all. Oh, hey, same squad. Same squad, diff, healing diff, though. Seahorse diff. Okay, yes, that is exactly what everything was in. 4 health, that's a bit harsh, but not harsh enough. I grew up in the dark, I was melded by it. I was grown in torture. Nothing is ever hard enough. A level 2, which is fine, because we're... Yes. Yes, I see. I see and I accept. That was our chance to run Salamander, which I told myself I would do. And actually, I think I did do, and it didn't work out well, but it could have done better, and this is earlier, so actually might have been the time to shine, but we passed it. I don't actually want this possum. I froze it because I was working off instinct. And instinct says awesome possum wins every time, so you can't pass it up. Okay. I think if I just had more eggs. You know, honestly, I really do feel like the answer is always, basically always, just more eggs. That was a pretty big frilled dragon, though. Okay, a win and a loss. Not too shabby. Yes. Yes. And I guess. Yes, yes, and a guess. And nay. We're not going to run the elephant this turn, because I think that, honestly, there is not a whole lot of stuff for you to be smacking. We don't have too many masochists in this weekly, so I think that the self-smacking isn't going to be the most fruitful. Egg. This egg is really pulling it out, my guy. I feel like it's killed someone at least the last 3 turns in a row, though. The egg is the MVP. Egg is the MVP. Now, if I could just give him... Oh, yes. That's a squad that we're going to pass on. You guys knew it. I knew it. I wasn't going to lie to any of us. Pretend I was interested. A bunch of tier 1s. Wow. Turn 5, our team is entirely tier 1s. Hey, you're doing things this week. You're kind of late. Who would you kill? Him! Yes. Strategies. This is how people are getting such big leeches, isn't it? Nearest friend behind. Friend ahead. So they can only work with each other, but if we just constantly have more camels... Okay. We're gonna go for it. I think we're late, but the fact we have both of them at once is kind of cool. We have to get that camel, like, a continuous stream of health, or it's, like, super gonna die. But as long as it has 1 health. And it's even gonna get a trigger in battle, which is crazy. Oh, they're doing the same thing. Yep, I solved it. I solved the weekly. The weekly was Camel Leech all along, and I only realized way too late. Which is not too late. Way too late. It could be way or later. It could be even later than currently is. So yes to this, and... yes? Not too shabby. And you can actually get up here. Honestly, we're committing to Leech at this point. Gain 1 health. So you're not actually ready for a lollipop, so yeah. And they're only doing 1 damage still, so that's still good. Okay. Things are looking up. I have learned on this day of the weekly what people have possibly been doing this whole time. Oh no, not the library background. This team is gonna have way too many smarticles, and they're wearing pants on their head. They're smart, but they're also willing to be silly. They're also willing to show their childish side. It's way too powerful for me. This guy's getting his health from a loser swan instead of a sweet camel. The draw is not too bad. I would have liked to win. Not that I had to tell you that. No. Very simply. I I mean, honestly, I don't really think order matters almost that much. Like, even less than normal. I think order this week is even less valuable. So I don't know how much like, getting a level 3 U is really worth. So I think I'm gonna skip on it. Permanent stats, though. I love you. I do. So, yes, actually. So you can have permanent stats. Because, you know, you're both staying. You can self-stat. And you're self-statting super hard. So that's cool. Yes? Yes and a guess, because the moth would be the most replaceable guy right now. It'd be cool if we could get rid of him for something cooler, obviously, but he is kind of close to level 3, and his ability isn't too shabby. Okay. Oh, hey there, man. You're not supposed to actually live past a hit. That was our best unit. Ooh. Ooh, spicy. Spicy. Ooh. Should have been a honey badger. Joke's on y'all. Failed your shot. Okay. Yes. Thank you. I actually love you. Like, actually, I'm actually neutral to you. So here's another moth. You will survive, and he's doing double health. Okay, yes. This is like the fastest. If I had the hatching chick also behind this leech, it would be popping off. It would be stroking off, I would even say. Ooh, what? Big salamander. Not big enough. Okay, cool. Suave. Thank you. Blue wolf for the win. Doesn't even have to summon his pigs. Yes? Okay, for some reason my brain was like potato. It's a donut, but I'm like a potato. I think if you put a potato on him, he would still get the benefit and he wouldn't actually be hurt. No, but then he wouldn't do his hurt trigger, so actually not cool. Not cool. Level 3. And somebody can have this just because I have no tools, I realize, which isn't too bad of a thing. If he gets a lemon, that could be cool one day. Or I guess I could technically give him like a really roundabout peach by giving him a melon, which would break, but then no, he wouldn't get the hurt trigger. It's all about the hurt trigger. This man has to get hurt. Easy. Easy. Cover girl. Better than ever. Super pigs. We're doing grand. This is grand. I'm feeling grand. How are you guys feeling? Grand? Beauteous? Royal? Like queens? Like kings? I could do that just to keep him going. Or I could do someone else because that's also kind of cool. Yeah. There are like no stat gainers, like whatsoever. It's actually kind of blowing my mind. 3, 6, 4 pigs. That's pretty lit. At this point, I mean, I feel like our leech is getting so much stats that it might actually be fine to just let the camel die at this point. I mean, his personal stats obviously are stunk because he's just here to like make the leech cool. And he's 6 away. That's 6 whole turns. Yeah, he can die. Honestly, you can die. Don't even get leveled. Our leech is gonna get there, and he's strong enough. Whoa! He's strong enough now that it doesn't even matter. You see? Can't steal things from my pigs. They're homegrown. They're entirely vegan pigs. You can't be saying, give me your tools. Here. Melon? Yes. And I guess you can have that because whatever. Simply because why not? Doesn't have to be complicated. Just has to be present. You don't have to be making a whole ruckus at your child's ballet recital. You just have to be there. So that when you sit down in your seat that had your name posted on it, like it is in for some reason all of the kid movies where the dad is detached and for some reason they label individually who's supposed to sit everywhere, but I've never seen that happen in real life. There's just a sign that says dad, and of course you just know it's the main character's dad and not some random other kid and that plays dad. You just have to sit there and watch and see their little smile burst. We could switch the moth out at this point. I mean, he's kind of just making him a glass cannon, which makes him do something, but if we can replace him with something that does something even more. But you know what? I think that I like him better than these options. I mean, that is scaling. Could keep you alive. But you know what? No, I think I'm going a snake though. I'm convinced. I'm instantly convinced, thank you. Melon? And actually that melon will instantly be replaced by this mushroom next. Well, I guess they both keep it alive. I don't think there's enough snipers to kill this thing, so maybe a 1-up actually doesn't matter. It's just like a bee. I'd rather have a melon than a bee in case I don't get stumped. Okay, 1 melon. You're gonna kill my guy, but my guy was meant to die. Whoa! Oxy. I think you're taking this a tad too seriously. Yes, okay, another snipe though. It would have been cool if you had killed the ox. That would have been quite rad. I don't think it would have made a difference, but it would have been quite cool. I can sense that we're falling a little bit. I have a feeling. Oh no, you should have gotten that. Oh, what a waste of my own time. Who wants this? You can't have it because you're just gonna lose it. Nobody wants this. Okay, it's a waste of money actually. Straight up. Straight up. Everything is so stinky. Like, you're like, oh, obviously Camel Lemon. It's a match made in heaven. He has so little health, this isn't gonna do crap. At this point in the game, garbage. Well, that's probably better. I mean, the main purpose of the snake behind the dog is obviously, like, for the pig summons, but, you know, if he himself gets hit one more extra time, that's not, like, crazy bad. Still successful in its own right. That's too much health. And a lion. How did that work? A crab? I see. You're trying to tell me my one good unit was not strong enough to defeat this entire team of good units? Except maybe? Except perhaps it was? Ah, college of B. Okay. Okay, what's the strat? The strat is, I don't really see where we go from here. I mean, I guess. Just as like a way to spend money. Okay, I'm too committed to get rid of anybody. But, like, this is as far as our scaling is going. This guy is, like, almost done. Maybe it's actually about time I switch you out and stick this guy just up front so it doesn't actually, like, hurt anybody. Loading? I haven't seen this game have to load in so long. I thought we were past this, Super Auto Pets. Thank you. And also, not thank you, because I didn't like any of the things in the shop. Well, take your time then, I guess. Whoa! Whoa, they forgot to take the developer strats out of the game. Those were all the secrets. Oh, and they turned to black. Man, is everything just gonna go crazy slow? My game gonna crash? I'm gonna crash? Technical difficulties? I started again as soon as I ate a bite of my lunch. Very poor timing. Oh, it's a big leech. Oh, but my snap is though. That's what I thought. I thought the game had gifted me the perfect opportunity to start eating a few bites, but no. It says starve. Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good. It'd be really cool if you could shoot backwards. That would make this even cooler of a squad, but I know that we're like not doing that. I guess a chili pepper would do something. At least it'd be like anti-melon technology. Sadly, I already passed it, and it's mocking me because the game is taking so long to do each turn. Would it just give up? Okay. So him leveling just makes him give experience, but I don't really want experience. I'd rather have the stats. So we're actually just straight gonna skip that. That's okay though. And I think you're gonna die soon. Should I do this even so? Yeah, sure. I mean, you still have 5 turns, I guess, till death, and we're doing something. I mean, we might be able to win before then. But, you know, Probably should just put this guy. If he dies, or if I switch him out next turn, say you're good enough, I put him in. The chick gets the benefit, which is like a really lame unit to get a benefit. But, you know, turn 15 is not too bad. It would just be 2020. 2020 with, like, no internal upside. That's not great. It's not too good, but maybe better than just, like, a dead camel. Oh, it didn't give me that time. I was 1 second away from taking another bite of food while waiting. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. My melon. No. Ooh, that's a big leech. Oh, I should have noticed the leech thing faster because everyone's running a leech, so obviously that was the way to go. Ooh. Okay, that's fine. I have 1 more health. Joke's on you. I wasn't even that afraid. I wasn't even that concerned, honestly. So yes, I would say now is the time. Stegosaurus. I am a Stegosaurus. Okay. I could do this. And then this. Are you gonna get more hits off of you than the guaranteed at least 2? Maybe. In which case, I can give him this so that he can be like a super dog and summon 3 + 1 + 2. That's a lot of pigs back there. In which case, you can have this just to see if we can get some anti-melon situations. Yes, and we can't give this to the bird, to him, because he's getting that. So we don't want the melon, we just want chocolate. Ooh, he's gonna get hit by this leech, isn't he? I mean, I guess. Maybe you even want a lemon instead. I'm not so sure at this point. Honestly, let's just commit. We're committed. We're just gonna have to see how it goes, you know? We're not really... This is less of like a competition and more of just like a, could be fun. Let's science this out. That's too many stats. There's too many stats this weekly. There's like 4 good stat gainers this turn, and there's just too many stats. I don't even get to use my snake that hard. 50. Oh, but my pigs with weakness, my pigs with, a whale. Oh, and he got rid of my 1-up, which wouldn't have mattered anyway. That's fine. That was a good one. Very fun. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.